Hey there, Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Rising. Welcome to your reading for December 26th through January 1st. Happy New Year. Happy 2023. So just real quick, they are plowing outside. We had a storm, and I am not going to stop recording for them. Okay, so overall energy for you this week is knowing who to trust. That's super unsettling, I think is the word I want to say. So I feel like there's stuff coming in that may seem too good to be true, or you've determined that something wasn't really for you, it wasn't working out. But we have the card of the Dahlia, refinement, and the card of Basil, which is trust. So first off, both of them have very heavy Scorpio energies. This is definitely about trusting your feeling on something. Like, does that feel right? Like, is that too good to be true? It might be too good to be true. If you have your doubts, do your research. We do have Mercury turning retrograde on the 29th this week. As a matter of fact, on Sunday the 25th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time Zone, I will premiere the video where we will cover Mercury retrograde, pull cards for each of the signs if you'd like to join in the live chat. But Mercury in retrograde does caution us to slow down, to pay attention, to really get into the finer details of something, to cross the T's and dot the I's and do our own research, and then do it again. Right? And so this week, while we are also at this space in the year where we're reviewing the year, right? We're looking over 2022 and we're making our plans for next year. I feel like don't just jump into something, do the extra work. You have a major ending of a cycle happening here. What's interesting about it, it is a cycle that you are choosing to bring to a conclusion. And I say that because we don't have the Wheel of Fortune, we don't have the Death card, we don't have Judgment, we don't have the World card, we don't have the cards that say, hey, the Spirit is doing this. We have 3 tens. That means you're doing this. That this is a part in your journey where you're like, I'm done with this and I'm moving into that, which totally makes sense, right? When we're here at the end of the year, like it's time to let that go and focus on this. We're letting that go and focusing on this. And so I think this might be, while there's this who do I trust energy, I also feel like it's going through things and what fits into my life and what can stay and what can go. So your overall energy, you do have the Knight of Cups. And again, this is someone bringing in an offer. And when you have refinement and trust coming with it, I want to say it becomes really important that this offer that comes in, you take a good hard look at it and then look again. Okay, whatever this is, it feels very significant. So here we have this 10 of Autumn as the key to the situation. So you are looking to have it all. Good for you. Everybody should do that. It says take steps to ensure financial security of your children and your other loved ones, making wise investments and planning for retirement and honoring family traditions. I want you to be very careful. If you're doing any end of the year investments or something, looking for a tax shelter, or I don't know, planning your budget for next year, when I see this card as what you're really seeking to do, and I see these warnings over here, I want to encourage you to take it slow. And I worry. I worry when I look at this. Wow, okay, so in the area of where you're seeking information you are seeking information on how to complete a cycle. We have the 10 of Spring. And it says to ask for help from others, and to ask others to accept their responsibility for their own stuff. Good for you, right? And so let's just say, for instance, you want your house totally clean before everybody goes back to school, right? Well, it's not your job to totally clean your kids' rooms. That's their responsibility. It's your responsibility to tell them to do it and to ensure that they do it and to create the plan where you're like, I need it done on this day, or you're going to miss out on this video game time or whatever, right? I mean, that's how you do it, but you don't do the actual work. So definitely there's an energy around this of delegating appropriately. And not allowing yourself to take on more than your fair share of the burden. Do not do that. In the area of what's sapping your resources, we have the 8 of Summer. the desire for more meaningful life, and realizing that it's time to move on and choosing to make major life changes. Again, you're choosing to make the major life changes. So we have here, you're focusing on this 10 of Pentacles. This is having it all, right? Then this 10 of Spring, this 10 of Wands, this is understanding that not all burdens are yours to carry. And the energy to anchor into is the 10 of Swords. That is completing a cycle. That's like dead. I'm done with this. I'm over it. The resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off of your shoulders, and the end of an addiction or codependency. So this decision, look, they're in a nice flow here. You are going to make some choices and decisions this week. You have the opportunity. You don't have to do anything. You have the opportunity. The energy supports your decision-making process around completing a cycle and not going round and around. 8 of Cups, going back over it and back over it. Here's your chance to really complete a cycle and move forward. In the heart space, moving forward at the end of the week, we have walk away from dishonest associations. Who can you trust? Who can you trust? So for some of you, it may be their work has overburdened you and they work you like crazy, and then Christmas bonus time came and they totally ignored you. Promotion time came, you didn't get the promotion, and you're doing all the work, and the guy that just shows up and schmoozes with the boss, they got the promotion. What? Right? So there's an assessing of a situation. And again, it feels like it actually has more to do with finances than anything else. And there is an opportunity for you to say, I've learned who I can trust and who I can't trust. I need to trust my own instincts. I need to believe in myself. In the area of the challenge, you have the Star card. That means the challenge is having hope for the future. The challenge is that the situation will heal. The challenge is that is this lack of belief in yourself. And so that is something, like it says here, happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. It really feels like the struggle the struggle, the challenge is, will the struggle ever end? Is there an end to it? And the answer is yes, there is. And in your heart, you're ready to walk away, because these are the cards of the heart, and we have the walking away and the walking away of this 5 of Winter. And the 5 of Winter says realizing what you thought you wanted isn't the best choice for your happiness. And it was something that's not worth the effort, or definitely not worth any more effort, right? In the area of finances, this is lovely. You have the Emperor. The Emperor says you are the CEO of your own life. So this is financial resources. This is also your emotional energy, your physical energy, your vitality, what you put into things. And with all of these 10s here, I feel like you're very exhausted on a level, and you're seeking the vitality. And so getting excited about life again is going to be really important, because the action to take is the Knight of Wands. Prince of Spring here. Charming, self-confident, passionate. This says immediate action, a challenge you can successfully manage in a passionate relationship. So 2 things. You can successfully manage and complete this cycle. You have, that's what they're saying. Action to take. It is available to you, the energy to do so. I also want to say that one of the best ways to complete a cycle of feeling lackluster and without hope is to focus on the Knight of Cups. What are your wishes, goals, and dreams for 2023? And start creating a plan around that. So completing this cycle and walking towards your dream. Like saying, I'm stepping out of this energy, and I'm going to move with passion towards something new that brings in joy and excitement. I'm letting go of the lower vibrational energies, because how do you transform the situation? We have the 4 of Spring, the 4 of Wands. Be grateful, it says. How do you transform the situation? You count your blessings. The blessings include the lessons that you've learned, the friends that you've made along the way, the experiences that you've had that have taught you about what you want and what you don't want, where the missteps are. There's no substitute in life for experience, right? So, they keep showing me a bomb tech. So, a new bomb tech, when they go to their first scene where there's bombs and stuff. Everything is new, and even though they've been trained, there's been no real world practical experience, and they have to have someone with them who has lots of experience because they've seen stuff before. That's how they've learned, and they've gotten better and better. And so in life, one thing to do is to always be grateful for what you've learned, even though the lesson sucked. Right? Sometimes that's the only thing you can say is, okay, that really sucked. And I will see it coming next time, and I won't move in that direction. And so I think this week you are figuring out who to trust and who not to trust, or where this really part of the evaluation of a situation is, what could I have seen that I didn't see? So I'll see it next time. And so it's always good to do something like that. So be grateful you have much to celebrate. Deep feelings of peace and happiness and a contented personal life, which is the 10 of autumn, right? The 10 of Pentacles. And so how do you transform this situation? You focus on what you want, not on what you don't want. Focus on what you want. Learn the lessons that you've recently had. Complete this major cycle that's right here, totally on your mind. Anchor your energy into completing this cycle and allow yourself to move forward. It's very much up to you. The only major arcana in the whole thing is in your area of resources, which tells me that the divine is offering you the opportunity to increase your resources. Oh, and the challenge here of maintaining hope. That's a thing. Okay. So, disengage from the outcomes. Again, the completing of a cycle. Let go. It says, let go so you can open yourself to the highest love that you deserve. Find ways to release worry or any unresolved lack of forgiveness that you might be holding on to. All right, so they're bringing up forgiveness. Let's talk about that for a moment. Forgiveness is the gift we give ourselves. We don't have to tell someone we forgive them. Honestly, the hardest thing we're going to do is learn how to forgive yourself. And I think that may be more important than anything else here. Because once we can forgive ourselves, it's really easy to forgive other people. Like, that's a walk in the park. Once we realize we can make mistakes, we cannot always get it right. We do our best based on the information that we have available to us at the time, and it may not have been accurate or enough, right? That apprenticeship stuff. And so when we realize that everything's just a learning and growth experience for us, well, then it is for them too. And even though it seems like, they deliberately did whatever they did, blah, 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 that's true. But it's their soul growing through that. It's also their soul agreeing to help you grow through that experience. And that has taken a really wide view of it, which sometimes is hard to do in the moment. So it takes time, but that's part of this major completing of the cycle. This is you choosing to see it that way. And you choosing to say, all right, so they taught me something. I'm going to forgive them because I learned this important lesson. I also don't have to hang out with them. I also don't have to go through that lesson again with someone else. I'll see the signs coming. So, let go. And then you have setting up parameters. So first, disengage from the outcome. And you have all these cards of releasing, let things go. And then next. What's next, right? Because after the 10 comes the 1, the new beginning, the new opportunity, the next step forward, right? And so that's planting your seed here, this blowing this wishes. Okay, so I'm going to put my dream out there for a new thing. It says assess your relationships and determine how they align with your goals. What allows you to feel passionate and excited about life? What makes you feel comfortable and supported? What allows you to feel 10 of Pentacles? First off, identifying what that is, right? And then setting your boundaries. And that requires an honest evaluation of your present relationships. So this is a lot of work this week as far as assessing where things are, what works for you, what doesn't, and then letting it go. Walking away and saying, okay, I learned not to trust that. I've learned to trust me. I've learned to trust this action. And I am going to, I am going to move towards something that brings me joy and happiness, because you have the cards of passion and initiation. Well, you are an initiating sign, and you are Aries, and Jupiter moved into your sign last week, and that is so much this energy right here of this Knight of Wands, Knight of Spring, Prince of Spring, whatever the heck it's called. It's moving toward what brings you joy and excitement, what lights you up. Letting go of the old energy, let it drift away with the end of this 2022 and step forward onto the new path of 2023 by saying, I'm done with that. That does not serve me. I'm moving toward my happiness. I am going to take steps, initiation. I'm going to take steps towards something I'm passionate about. This could be a new opportunity. This could be a project. This could be a person. Doesn't matter. Does it make you feel excited again? And if so, then you're on the right track, right? So get excited about life. So, wow, quite the reading. All right, Aries, I would love to see you in the chat for the premiere videos. I'm on Facebook every day. Happy 2023 to you. And I mean that. Make it a happy 2023. It's all up to you. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Take care.